me. It is Miss Champagne B, and you're here with Back to Black, where we are interviewing today's Black business owners who are up and coming and already established. So today, I have a great friend of mine as well, Miss Janvier Ward, not to be confused with Javier.
There we go. That's right.
Janvier is French for February, or January.
January!
It's French for January, right? So Janvier is the proud owner of Creole2Geaux. Tell me about Creole2Geaux. What is it?
Well, Champagne, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Creole2Geaux is our food truck.
Okay.
Right now we have a trailer that we tote about, and we are serving Columbus's hottest food as far as the Creole. There's a couple other trucks doing similar things, but we're the only one dedicated to Creole food right now.
So I like Creole, and it's not spelled go as in G-O, it's Geaux as in G-E-A-U-X. So is that Creole or is it?
It is. So like, you know, when they're like, go Tigers, go Saints, that's the way they spell it. Really? It's a conversation piece. So when people are like, they're looking at the truck, they're like, Creole to what? And then I get them start talking.
Right. So stupid question. I imagine that you're probably serving Creole food, right?
Right.
So what made you choose Creole food of all food?
Oh my God, great question.
Okay.
So for us, it's definitely heritage.
Okay.
My mom's family is all from New Orleans. So it's like a rich culture thing. My whole life, like even when people first meet me, it's like, my name is Janvier. It's French for January. My family's from New Orleans. We're Creole. So I had to do something with that. And we've just been such a proud people. And I've always loved like the different dishes and just the culture in general. Like New Orleans is amazing to me. So eventually I was like, okay, I think I can tackle that. I can do that. My mom's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And then I finally got her approval. And so we were like, yeah, let's just do the Creole.
Nice. So growing up, did you eat a lot of Creole food or?
Believe it or not, no.
Really?
Like, we ate a lot of Southern food, but not a lot of Creole food. And it's weird because literally that's all my mom eats. Like, she loves Creole food. But for us, my dad is Nigerian. So my stepfather's Nigerian. So we ate more African food, honestly, than Creole food.
Wow.
Like, my mom would make a gumbo occasionally here and there, or jambalaya here and there. It was more Southern, like smothered pork chops, rice and gravy, macaroni and cheese, sweet potato pie, like the normal Southern stuff, but nothing necessarily super Creole. So when I stepped into the Creole venture, she was kind of worried, like, ooh, you know, I've cooked for her. She's learned a little bit, but is she really going to grasp it?
That's dope. Okay. So now, I've known you for a while, and when I first met you, you did not own a business. You were working for somebody. So what made you want to say, hey, let me open up a food truck out the blue?
Girl, good question. And because we're friends, you actually can remember the story. It actually happened when we got pregnant with our second child. So our middle child, Zahara. I was working for a big corporate company, making nice money.
Ooh, ballin'.
Right? And then all of a sudden, I had complications in the pregnancy. And it was early in the pregnancy. So around like my second month, they're like, what is going on with you? I had to go on bed rest. Ended up exhausting all my maternity leave and disability and all the stuff that the job offered. So they forced me to resign. And I'm like, oh no, what are we gonna do? I was blessed during that time. I was able to cover all the bills because, you know, I had to resign, but they made sure they take care of me. When it was time to have the baby, it was kind of like, okay, my husband's like, you enjoy time with the baby for 3 months, then you have to go back to work. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. And Sharif's like, yeah, you are. You need to think of something. So we actually, believe it or not, have pondered buying a limo company.
Okay.
This was before Uber was popping.
Right.
They were like, yes, deal was about to go through. Everything was awesome. We were buying someone else's business for like $100,000 and something didn't sit right. And so we prayed about it and it still didn't sit right. And she was like, I don't think we should do this. And so I was really disappointed. He was like, well, go back to the drawing board. So I said, okay, food truck. My initial thing was fish and chicken. He's like, everybody's doing that. Come back with something else and I'll say yes. So prayed about it a little bit more and like, well, what can I do when they're really good? It's like, nobody's doing a Creole food truck and nobody had at that time. So I was like, yes, let's do this. Started developing recipes, had like tiny taste testing just to get an idea of what people really wanted. And then bam, Creole2Geaux was made. Like that was the business move. We ended up buying the truck in 2015 in secret. And, you know, just because we wanted to make sure everything was right and I would really be able to handle it. And then in 2016, early, like, we did our taste test and, like, invited our friends and family to let them know what we were doing.
You're doing this, so now you're in the business. You're out here. You got your business on and popping. Your colors. And you guys, if you ever see her truck, your truck is purple.
It's purple.
Stands out. It's not like any other truck you see. You will see it. You'll catch your eye. It has the Mardi Gras, the
You'll
decorations
see the mask,
on there.
you'll see Bourbon Street.
So beautiful. It stands out. So now you're in the business. You got your brand on and popping. You're growing. Tell me, what is your day-to-day operations when you work in your business? What time do you wake up? How do you do your day?
Great question. Okay. So honestly, what a lot of people don't know about Creole2Geaux is we are made to order. Like, we are from scratch. So unlike some of the other food trucks, I'm actually up about 4 o'clock in the morning. We're doing prep. We're doing sauces, like peppers and onions, cutting, just doing it all from scratch. Also, you know, loading up the truck. Okay, what are we going to need for the day? People think, oh, it's just a 3-hour window. Because most trucks, you know, are scheduled from 11 to 2. It's really never a 3-hour window. You're trying to get everything ready. Trying to figure out, okay, am I going to take, you know, this gig and then also have another gig right after? So a typical day from 4 a.m. till about 8 p.m. when you're done washing dishes and, like, cleaning up the truck. It's a normal job. It's a little bit more labor intensive, but for me, it's worth it. Like, I loved, you know, doing my 9 to 5. It was easy, you know, awesome. But I didn't like the fact that I was working for somebody else.
Right.
Now, this kicks my butt way harder, but it's more beneficial. I know, okay, if I'm going out today, I am feeding my family. I am, you know, buying Christmas. I am paying for dance lessons and soccer and all of that. So it's way more beneficial. It's harder work. Like, it's way harder to earn the money than it would be, you know, clocking in. But it's just so much satisfying and gratification. It's just like, oh, I did it. So it's a long day, start to finish. That day also includes taking business calls and responding to emails because you've got so many people who want to book you. Checking on, like, our COFTA website, which is the Central Ohio Food Truck Association. They have awesome gigs that you can go. So you want to check in there so you can probably book something before another truck books it.
That's cool.
So I mean, it's an interesting day. It's not my normal typical day that I'm used to. It definitely starts with some coffee. And ends with a hopefully nice night of sleep. It depends on what's going on for the next day.
Depends on. You started your business. Think back, starting your business, everything that you're doing. What was something in there that, 1 or 2 things that you discovered during your business, but you wish you would have known prior to you getting knee deep?
Oh gosh, I'm so glad you said that. One is everybody needs help.
Yeah.
You can't do it on your own. So there are associations like COFTA and some other places that can help you with finding bookings and things like that. Also, I wish I would have had more knowledge as far as, like, food truck about equipment. When we bought the trailer originally, I had all electric appliances. The lady who sold it to me, I thought it was going to be ready to go as is. I was so excited. Turns out our food styles were totally different. So, you know, what she was doing on her level was perfect for her. But what I was trying to do was way bigger. It was a greater level. So it turned out that I needed different equipment. So we had to spend more money than we wanted to initially. We thought what we spent was perfect. Ended up automatically needing like another $5,000 or $6,000 because I didn't know about the industry enough to know you're gonna need a hood because you're doing frying. You're gonna need a bigger generator because you have more wattage. It was just a lot of things that I wish I would have done more research about. Like, I did the food truck for dummies and talked to some of the other food truck owners, but that's vague. You really have to do more research on your own. Like, call places like, there's a place called the Food Fort. There was the Food Hub. I believe they're going out of business. But people who deal day to day in food truck. And just reach out to some other food truck owners. Like, that would have been more beneficial if I would have talked to more than 3 people.
Right.
Talk to like 10, 15, because everybody can give you a piece of knowledge that you didn't have and kind of help you get to where you need to be.
To all the little Janviers out there who want to start their own food truck, who's curious and getting started in the industry, what is one piece of advice that you can give to them?
Honestly, for me, I would definitely say pray about it. Really sit down, write out a menu, Yeah, your friends are like, oh, girl, you can cook. Oh, guy, you can cook. It's not just about being able to cook. Can you make a profit off of it? Can you make it reasonably priced? Is it something you can see yourself doing? Because it's not easy. Like waking up, you know, early in the morning, and then also not having as much time with your family. That's one thing that I'm kind of like, oh, you know, we have to schedule vacations and stuff. Like the kids didn't get to do anything this summer. So Christmas, we're going to take them out. But it's a lot. So are you willing to sacrifice your time? Is it worth it? Like, do you have a good enough menu where it's unique to the market right now? Because it's oversaturated. So you have to start thinking like, I make the best fried chicken. You make the best fried chicken, right? How can you make it better than everybody else's but stand out? So it's just one of those games where you gotta have a gimmick or something to make yourself stand out from everybody else.
We can't come to a food person and not try their food. So let's get some stuff out. Ooh, so what do we have here?
All right, so you've got salmon with a black and cream sauce, cabbage, and homemade yellow rice.
Oh my goodness, this is good. Okay, let's do some cabbage.
A little cabbage on the tip.
I don't even like cabbage, so that's good.
Yes.
Got me a little roll. I'm a compartment eater,
Okay.
so I have to finish one whole thing first and move to my next thing and finish it out. And then I usually start with the thing I like the least.
That's my kids. Yes, that's hilarious.
I do not like the mix and match. I don't like my stuff to really touch either.
Maxine doesn't like things to touch either. My sister, she's hilarious. Yeah, so we do dinners as well. We do catering. Like we just catered really big. They actually requested that meal, AEP.
Some more of this while you
So we did AEP. We do holiday parties. We've done a wedding. We've done repasses. We've done everything. And I have to tell you guys, this lady right here is one of my biggest supporters always, not just in friendship, but also in business. But we do a little bit of everything. So if you ever need somebody to do some flair. Now, I'm known for Creole, but we do other stuff too. So just let me know if you're looking for something.
Well, I am almost done with this cabbage, which lets me know I'm also almost done with this interview. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Miss Janvier, where can we find you? How can we stalk your life over this delicious food?
Okay, so a lot of people don't know, but there is a app that you can download called Street Food Finder. It's amazing. It shows you all the food trucks, and you can favorite your favorites, and it'll show you where I am. You can also send us a message too. We usually have dinner specials and things. I'm usually out prepping on the truck, and then well, when it's cold, I pop back in.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's too cold right now.
Right.
But yeah, just let us know, you know, if you need something, and we'll be happy to accommodate.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching me. Check us out on Black Business Life. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and join our group on Facebook if you're interested to get some more information on starting your own business. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to finish eating. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.